This is the 17th PETALS Snapshot, and this is the big one. We have gone live with a whole new redesign that I've been talking about for the past year. Not really that long, but for the best part of all this content, we've been working away at the redesigned app, and we're finally getting there. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently today. I'm going to just record a few bumpers to go around, but I've actually recorded content around the actual launch. I did like some B-roll for before the launch. I recorded the whole launch as well. And then I'll do a bit of a wrap up afterwards as well. So I'm going to keep it short today, and we're going to jump straight in to how I felt immediately before the launch.
Okay, so today is the day. After what seems like years, really, it's not been. It's actually 3 years since the original idea of a product on a page. Pretty much to the week. We're going to flip the switch on the PETALS app, on the brand new PETALS app. We've had the prototype out there for a while now. I think it was last summer we put something out, and it started to gain users and the functionality's there. So we knew that the concept was okay, but I was never quite happy with the visuals, the designs and all that sort of good stuff. So with Brian and Adrian over the past, I want to say 4 or 5 months, we've been chipping away at a brand new design, refining the flow a little bit and the functionality. And today we are going to launch to the public. We've had it in beta for, I don't know, probably a few months now as well. Just trying it ourselves, eating dog food, as they say in the tech startup world. But now it's time to get some real food eaten. So at 9 o'clock this morning, I want to launch the app. I want to tell some users and onboard them, make sure that they're happy with it. And then we're going to announce properly next week. But today is exciting and scary and all the feels. This will be quite a moment for me. It's my first real product that I'm launching after being in the game for many, many years. And I was just reading a book about startups and the reality of startups. How the illusion of tech bros is not necessarily all that. It's actually the exception. Most successful startup founders are in their late 30s, early 40s. So that's reassuring. They say it's because it's based on more experience and confidence and risk awareness. You're looking for opportunities that you've actually lived. And this is where I feel like PETALS has come from. I've worked in the tech game for 20 plus years now. And now I'm a leader and trying to look after teams and manage projects and all that sort of thing. And now we're in a more hybrid / remote world. That's why I've seen the opportunity with PETALS. Yes, the concept is a freebie. It's not necessarily tied to a product, but the product is an outcome where we can refine it and use our vision and our technical skills and our ideas to make it a real world thing. I want to save the rest of the speech for our launch party, which I'll be doing in a few weeks' time. I did plan something for tomorrow, but I decided against it. I put teasers out. I got some feelers. A couple of people signed up, which was lovely, but I was like, it's not quite the big bang I want to go for. So I'll build the hype a bit more, I think, and make sure that we make a bigger presence of it all, and do some launch plans on a lot of the apps and socials as well, so it's done it properly, not just hacking away at a quick win. I'm all for quick wins when you can, but like the app, I'm like, nah, I want to do it properly. Anyway, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be exciting and hopefully not too problematic. I'm ready for the problems though. I've worked in tech for long enough, I know.
So it is the moment I'm going to launch the PETALS redesigned app. We've had the app going out there for probably about a year now, give or take. It was an initial prototype that I built with Brian, and then I was really keen to give it a proper design effort, a redesign, and change some of the functionality, make it a bit more streamlined. So over the past, say, 5-6 months, we've been working together with Adrian as well to get this over the line. And with their encouragement, we are going to flip the switch this week. I made a few font changes yesterday just to make sure things are working. We got all the release branch ready. So now I just want to go live. It's 2 minutes to 9 on Thursday, the 8th of May. So I plan to do this for 9 o'clock. And that's why I was like, yeah, let's record this and see how it goes. So I am screen recording as well. So you'll probably see my face here now as well. I'm just going to keep this one going as a sort of beat cut. Right. So as you can see, this is the current app. Yeah, it works. It's relatively clean. And as you can see, the footer even said 2024. We've got get with the times, man. Let's get the 2025 liquor paint going on. But this is the production environment. What we did yesterday, Brian and I went through the code in Cursor. We made sure that we got all the branches merged. Original approach we wanted to take was literally merge staging to master. As we did that, we realized, wow, there's some conflicts. And it was difficult to understand in GitHub because there's about 500, yeah, you can see here, 5,000 files have changed. It was struggling to flag the conflicts. So we decided to take a different angle and went into my local version. And you can see here, not there, but if you can see in Cursor. So I basically went to staging branch. I pulled, well, I went to main, pull that down, merged it into staging. So we had the latest main into staging, resolved any conflicts. There were a couple minor ones that were really easy to fix. And then we made sure staging was all up to date. By doing that, we've also got this pull request open on GitHub. So it's all up to date. I was checking this morning. The last update was, last night. So we did I just did a little bit of housekeeping, took out some of the old tracking that we were using, not necessarily more. We did its auto deployments to dev, and I can see in our dev environment that we are all up to date, ignoring the prompts here. This is the new login page, which takes you to the registration as well. It's got I know it's up to date because these icons were added very recently. I can just make sure it works. So let's just log in. Great. I don't know, I've got the latest version because this welcome message was relatively fresh as well. I know it's a lot to log in. So this is on dev. Now I'm going to go back to our PR. And I am going to merge the pull requests. I did have a check yesterday, so I'm not preemptively there. This is deployed to dev. I'm going to, merge PR from staging to main, the big one. I know this is not the most verbose one, but I want to get it in there now. Hopefully no errors. Okay, cool. So pull request successfully merged and close. Wow. Okay, cool. So that is pull request done. Main had recent pushes that are less than, here we go. So let's go back to code and switch to main. Let's do a bit of housekeeping in this once we've tidied it up. There's a load of dead branches that just need deleted. Cool. Main had recent pushes 24 seconds ago. So that should mean in Heroku on the production environment, we are deploying automatically. Let's have a look at the activity. There we go, building progress. If that's successful, it's deploying and building progress. What's on those messages weird? The ordering of them. Then what we should see in a moment is this looking like that. So we'll see how it goes in a moment. I also checked, the build is successful, brilliant. So now it's deploying. We also checked yesterday, we've got some environment variables here. I'm not going to reveal them because there's some secrets in there, but at least I know they're correct. And I've got the reference there that we're deploying still. The other thing we had to double check yesterday was roll back to here if there are any problems. We'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed, this all just happens now. Because it's the first main release to main, it's going to be, you might have a few hiccups in the process, but it's going okay. Not complaining so far. I also made sure that I've got the right metrics in place. We're using PostHog to track usage. What's going on? So let's go back to Heroku. We are still deploying. Exciting, isn't it? I wanted to do it at 9 a.m. on Thursday because people are starting work today. It's a good day to do changes and releases. Fridays, you should be able to, especially small fixes. I'm not a big fan of big changes on Fridays. But the other advantage is social media posts are a lot more engaging and responsive on Thursdays for my experience. I've done some research into this before as well. Tuesdays and Thursdays are quite popular for podcasts and social media. So I am going to mark this occasion on LinkedIn later today. Hopefully get a few more likes and follows on that side of things. This deployment's taken a while, isn't it? Let's just double check. It's not cached. Still going. Oh, it's deployed. Okay, cool. So if I go to that, yay, error. Great. So there is a thing here that I'm mindful might be causing this, and it's a very funky one. I don't want to show too much because I'm going to reveal some stuff here. I was worried about this, but let's try this because we've noticed in some of the local builds, you have to specifically call out debug capitals. Debug capital cap. And it's false, something like that. It should be false or false. Sometimes you have to explicitly debug. Refresh it. Very cool. Let's do that. Something. Why are we changing? Oh, it's doing that. All caps. False. Right, okay, we'll try. Still an error. Right. I'm going to need Brian on this. There might be something in activity. It's hard to know where to look here. But I think he's got full access to the logs, and I don't necessarily know where to look. That's interesting. Right, I'm going to roll back and try again later. Let's do a roll back. Worth a try though, wasn't it? So I managed to catch up with Brian on the failing errors on the production website. It was a very simple fix that I thought it might be in the end anyway. So we just had to set some environment variables, explicitly call out a debug variable. There's something funky going on in the code that we can't work out why it's required. But end of the day, we are now up and running. So this is our new production environment. I'll just show you the journey from logging in, typical sort of login. I'll do my thing. Yep, so I'm gonna log in with that account and you'll get this welcome message. Great, welcome to the new design. A little bit of functionality, but you can always get in touch with our support network here. What you can see straight away is what your latest team PETALS scores look like and what your personal scores were for that as well. Not always the same, but generally they will be. So you generally see, okay, right, I voted 5 for productivity, but the team boy down to 3.5. I did 5. I did a lot of 5. Literally just did want to test it out for launch. I can jump straight through. I can get a few snapshots of how many I've done so far, any teams I'm involved in. I'm across quite a few. Most people would just be involved in one. And we can jump straight into that snapshot to see the general flower for the whole team, how it compares to previously, participation rate, so just in case people are missing or can't make it. And then we go through the team data tab, which gives you a better matrix of how the team scored across the board. It is anonymized, so you don't necessarily need to name and shame everyone, but at least you can say, oh, I'm number 2, and I'll talk about why I've given those scores. Again, another detailed view of the differences between the current scores and last time. So we can see productivity has actually dropped a little bit, enjoyment's dropped a little bit, but teamwork has gone up a little bit. Serenity is probably the best one because it's gone up. I need to check. There's a little bug there I need to fix. Yeah, I want to capture that while I see it because that is wrong. It's down 1, but it's saying plus prefix. Anyway, you get to see now the scores and the deltas, and if you've made any notes for your team lead, you can see them here. We didn't this time. What we also encourage as well as part of a new snapshot, when you go back to your team view, you get last 5 snapshots, a glance of how it's looking over time, and then a nice chart as well, which is interactive. You can see, let's just focus on the averages. Double click that. Okay, it's coming down a little bit at the moment. Let's just productivity. That's definitely going up. Double click. You can zoom in and do all this good stuff, and then literally save it as a PNG as well. Even better, so you can drop that into whatever you want to use, and then you can just jump into these snapshots, which is quite nice. Back to the dev team again. You can quickly create a new snapshot as well. So start a new snapshot, give it a name. We'll give you some suggestions. Automatic counter on there. Who's in it? If someone's unavailable, then you can take them out. And if you want, you can say, I want to do it in the next 24 hours, I want to do it in the next 2 days, or over a week. Yeah, depending on how your team's set up. Default is normally within 24 hours. You want to get it straight away, but appreciate not every team is the same. But when you hit that, I'll take these two out just for demo purposes. It's ready. You get a nice big banner saying it's open. We've got the rotating grey flower to show it's not ready yet. I can go in and give my scores. I'm like, yeah, it's been a pretty productive morning. I've really enjoyed myself. Teamwork's been fantastic. Learned a few things. So I'll bring that up to a 3 maybe. Serenity, yeah, let's hover around the middle mark. It's not been very... Let's add a little note though. Launch happened with a few bugs. Works them out. Demo time. And then for my team lead, I am the team lead, so it's a little bit different, but it's limited to view just to whoever is leading your team. Right, fix that bug on the learning delta. Save your scores. Just tell you updated, and you can still update them if you want. All participants are in, so I can close it early. And then you can see my scores are pretty good. It's a bit different when you do it for yourself, but obviously at least you've got the record for your team then as well. And that comes into the latest snapshot there. So there we go. We are good. We are live. I'm quite satisfied with where it's at now. I can relax this week now, make a few notes of what I want to do next week, and we'll also elaborate on this a bit more in the snapshot for next week as well. In the meantime, if you are an active user, please let me know what you think. Send me some thoughts and comments. Maybe even use the little chat window on the bottom corner. I will be on hand. I get push notifications to my phone if you ever start that. So it's pretty instant. And we'll work on the next version, the next few features, which will include more team level details, some more visualizations that are easier for you to use. And then we are working towards the enterprise plan, which will be ready in the summer. So there we have it. The app went live to fanfare, but I did get some initial feedback from Mike, one of our regular followers and loyal users behind the scenes, to tell me what's been going on. He gave us some interesting feedback, some useful ideas, and it's added to the backlog. So it's good news. We didn't do the launch party as originally planned, but I want to do that properly. I think we'll do something in June when we've got a bit more time to process what's been going on. If you are following this journey though, keep following along. I'll be continuing to do this every 2 weeks. I want to shake the format up a little bit though. I like the fact there's been a bit of a story to this episode, but I'd prefer to hear from the followers if that is actually resonating. Obviously it's quite a pivotal moment, so probably have better engagement anyway, but at the same time, I'm playing with different ideas here. I like to keep things fresh and try to keep it on top of it, but I am doing this for you, not me. Get in touch. Email me, si@petals.team, to let me know what you think. Sign up to the app, obviously. If you go to app.petals.team, that will take you into the new login page with user registration. That's free to everyone right now. Our goal for the next quarter season is to look at a commercial version. So we're not sure what is involved with that yet. We've got some ideas. The free version gives you plenty to do and to understand how the concept works, and make sure that you've got the right data to play with your teams. We're looking at like enterprise / startup models as well, just to see what those demographics actually need. So watch this space, but do let me know what features we can introduce to this new design, what we're missing, any bugs you might see. Always love to hear about the bugs so we can fix them quickly based on user need. That's it, and I'll be back in 2 weeks with another Petal snapshot of what's been going on behind the scenes. Take care and look after your teams.